want to just be in a side lane, split pushing a lot. Both scale up pretty well in the 1v1 at least. So maybe a lot of attention in the top lane. And either mid laner is going to be happy just roaming up to help out.
There's a phase rush here for the Jace.
Okay.
As we kind of expected. Everything else, though, I mean, pretty much exactly what you'd think would happen. This is going to be the on-hit Varus, of course, seeing the time Kench all but confirmed that.
Yeah, not a lot of targets to be ramping up on this on-hit Varus, though.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a poke Varus game, but then you're worried about consistent damage in this comp if you're Antics. And it might just be something that King prefers to play as well.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you do have a lot of consistent damage through Gnar, Volibear, and Ahri, but definitely, I mean, as soon as you pick the time, you're kind of locking yourself into the on-hit Varus in many ways.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a suspicious time pick. It's just denying Nautilus ulti, really. Maybe he can shut down some Lee Sin plays out of lava.
We'll have to see.
But it might just be a game where he's eating poke from Jace and Talia.
Yeah, Lakai getting pretty aggressive and certainly winning the early trade.
Yeah.
The blind Gnar seems a little crazy to me.
Yeah, not a blind pick. We're used to Renekton, Gragas, Cassante.
Yeah, even the Aatrox.
Yeah.
But blind Gnar hasn't really been a thing since... What season do I want to say here? It's a long time ago anyway.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Did you realize, by the way, you probably will, but Gnar was actually released back in the day of old runes where you had to buy them.
Oh.
Did you recognize that?
No.
Because I used to play Gnar back then, and I had a little bit of cheese going on where I just did literally an entire rune page of attack speed.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 29% attack speed it comes out to. And yeah, you just run that. And that was back in the day where you'd rushed Frozen Mallet into Black Cleaver.
Oh god, I miss Frozen Mallet.
Not many champs built it. Gnar was like kind of one of the few.
Frozen Mallet Trundle.
Yeah, true.
I feel like there was one ADC that built it, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I remember
so
taking
long
one.
ago.
I remember taking one crit rune for like 0.5%.
Oh yeah, as an 80k. Oh yeah, absolutely. Even mid laners would do that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my, trades in the mid lane going heavily in favor of Minji here as Ryoma quite desperately low. It is mana in favor of the Ahri, and leveling up will help him a little bit there in terms of that health. Lava though, he might be looking for a dive, and it is going to be warded for Lakai. Will he land the accelerated shock blast? I don't think he did, but Zoranus might just be in trouble. The Sonic Wave, though, means that he almost certainly will not be, and Lakai's going to still claim that first blood. He might just go down, though. It is a trade, but he does get Ryoma's teleport out. Once again, very similar scenes, but this time Zoranus able to trade down back for himself. It was the first blood, however, for Lakai, alongside the assist, so gold certainly in favor of the side of J-Team.
Yeah, and this TP working out for Ryoma. He ends up picking up a pretty big wave. Yeah, disaster on the dive for J-Team. Lava Q's a minion instead of the Nora.
They're not going to get the cancel though. Oh my
goodness. Very close.
They didn't see him. Oh my.
Oh, they had no idea he was in there.
Swiper's just giga smurfing.
So Lakai lands the Jace EQ here, and it looks like Zoranus is just doomed here. He's so far from Mega. Lands a nice hop here, and ends up flashing even though the Lee Sin Q misses. But plays it well enough to get a kill back here, and then a bunch of farm onto his mid laner. And we'll be swapping back to standard lanes now.
Oh, and Lakai did have a serrated Dirk, but chooses instead to just pick up the tear, one long sword, and a whole collection of other things.
Yeah, should still have an advantage in this lane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, Lava deciding to play around the top lane. Swiper playing more for his bot lane this game.
Swiper with the flash, and he's going to get the stun, and the charm's going to land as well, and Ryoma's going to pick himself up his first kill of the game.
Yeah, well played by Swiper, getting Ryoma off to a strong start. so much CC that once he connects there...
Inso's low, and Lalva, he's not taking any time to sit around. He flashes forward. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, all going to connect, but it's all connected onto Draku. But anyway, it is going to be Chi-Chi picking up 1 kill, picking up 2 kill. In comes Swiper, but he's all on his lonesome, and that's not a fight you want up against 3 members of J-Team. And so no time to rest here for Antics as J-Team turned it completely around on the bot side.
Yeah, they had almost killed Enso off there, and it's a Zeri W at almost max range that picks off King at the end there. It looked like he was just going to get out. Frustrated in the player cam, but it's not the end of the world. It is 2 kills on a Zeri, though. Yeah, they just find and engage onto Enso here, I think.
Oh.
So it starts with King getting hooked, but they win this fight, I think.
Yeah, the stat check AD carry of all time.
Yeah, Enso ends up very low here.
Oh.
And then Draku does a good job blocking the Lee Sin Q that's coming.
Yeah.
And then it looks like King's going to be fine, but Chi-Chi somehow just lands that W after flashing to follow up. Well played by Chi-Chi. So King doing fine in CS, but 2 kills put Chi-Chi firmly in the lead.
Yeah, making his way towards that static shiv, of course, as King will almost certainly be purchasing Blade of the Ruined King as his first item. It is Antics, however, despite the double kill, that are going to be hitting this dragon. Lalva in the area, and as things stand, it's actually going to be Ryoma in the mid lane with the priority, despite what we saw in the prior series. But J-Team, they're not just going to give this one up.
Ryoma's here with ulti.
Yeah, but Weaver's Wall's going to cut him off. He might need the ulti just to get into that fight, and he's going to use it. That's 2 charges. He gets 1 back, though, of course, as Minji does land a very nice seismic shove. And now all of a sudden, it's going to be 1 kill. It's going to be 2 kills. Can it be more? It's going to be 2 as well for Antics, as Ryoma gets yet another reset. King, Ryoma against Chi-Chi, Lalva, and the play dissipates, at least for now. But Chi-Chi and Lalva are going to restart the aggro on the dragon and pick it up for themselves.
Yeah, jungler's still alive for J-Team, so dragon going over to them, but an even fight in terms of kills for Antics. Well played team fight by Ryoma. They pick off Enso really quickly. It's a hook onto the Tom Kench here, which, you know, isn't always the best start. And a follow-up on the Volibear stun by Ryoma. And really nice Abyssal Voyage from Draku too. Picks off Minji, but too hard to stay onto the Zeri or the Lee Sin.
Yeah, Zeri's 4-0 now.
Yeah, that's terrifying. You don't really have a comp on Antics that deals with the Zeri all that well.
Yeah, that's something that J-Team made sure of in the ban phase, so... All right, we're diving. It's only going to be onto the Tarm as King is so far away. Ryoma coming down. Minji's going to be here as well. Shortly after, Swiper will be following. Very nice dredge line. Drag, who's so low that Grey Health going to keep him alive for just a little bit longer. And the lightning crash does mean that the damage is there for Chi-Chi, sorry, to pick up the kill, but Inso on the other side is going to go down. It's yet another 1-for-1 trade, but Chi-Chi being the benefactor of every single one of these kills. Yeah,
at one point in that fight, he was 2 levels up on King. So this Zeri is completely out of control at this point.
Yeah, and that was before backing after the double kill too. So Static Shiv now will be completed.
Yeah, 8
See if
minutes.
He has anything else. Should have some gold, right? Double kill, 3 kills in total, a tower plate.
Looks like he's waiting for something.
Yeah.
Maybe just his boots.
Oh, he's got the full boots.
Full boots, okay. This is a massive Zeri. 8 minutes, Zerka Greaves and a Static Shiv. Versus a bit of attack speed on King, and that's about it.
Yeah, might be able to pick himself up the Vamp Scepter here. Maybe even the boots if he chooses that route.
Yeah, no way he's going to have his blade completed at this point.
Does go for the Berserkers.
On the other side, though, Ryoma 3-0-1.
Yeah.
So he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to deal with this Zeri, though. Chi-Chi did take Cleanse. So you've got unreliable CC from the side of Antics, so you're kind of just praying something lands out of Ahri Charm and Varus ulti or a Flash Volibear stun, but
Gnarl.
yeah, it's all still pretty unreliable and hard to get onto this Zeri. And with Cleanse, your job is even harder because you're kind of hoping for two miracle CCs to land.
Ryoma, though, doing really, really well in this mid lane. We saw last series, really, with Talia just getting the better of the lane for the most part in both games. But in this one, it's Ryoma firmly ahead for himself.
Yeah.
Antics. I mean, and that's the guy on Antics that usually gets it done, at least in the LCO. He really was their main driving force between the run they had in the playoffs.
Yeah, his stats are ridiculous. So he's got the Malignance now and is going to try take over the game.
I mean, Zoranus is never really getting that Void Grub, is he?
Yeah. Manages to annoy Lava a bit.
Oh, Abyssal Voyage and Tongue Lash will not be connecting there, and
Dracu level 6, so he's definitely going to be ready for when Enso gets to his level 6.
this Jace is going to be so scary. Yomu's already completed. 3 tower plates taken. He's already one-shotting the back line, and he's jumping in, trading half of Zoranus' health. He will get Mega Gnar here, so get a bit of back. Lightning Crash down the bot side, though, as Swiper looking for another gank, and he will be successful on that effort. King picking up the kill, and it is Enso going down. Chi-Chi does stay alive.
Yeah, and all they had to commit was a Ghost out of King and the ulti, and Chi-Chi...
Ryoma's coming down. Chi-Chi has a massive shutdown.
Yeah.
This could be a game changer. Lava trying to get their teleport available for Minji, and I think right now you have to start channeling that teleport to... You do not want to be giving over this shutdown. Ryoma's just sitting there waiting. Chi-Chi's got nowhere to run forward. Flashes out. He's got the duck and the dive, but he's going to be going down. Q connects, but it's not going to land onto who they wanted. Seismic shoves massive, but not the Unraveled Earth. They're not going to land the stun. Dracu trying to get away. Lava flashing. King flashing after him. Piercing arrow comes through, and Antics are on the board in a big, big way.
Such a cleanly played dive from Antics, and like you said, that was such a greedy TP from Minji. He had to just cast it immediately. They knew what Antics were up to. That Devour from Dracu turns around the play and makes it even worse for J-Team. So we're going to see the kill onto Enso here. I think King just ults him. Oh, he actually gets ulted by the Nautilus, sorry. And then he turns it around with his ulti. And then, yeah, Chi-Chi in trouble here. TP started up so late by Minji. This is the power of the Volibear. He switches off this tower, otherwise he's definitely going down. And watch this Devour. That would have been a very free double kill for J-Team otherwise. King flashing to finish off Lava there, and finds himself on a killing spree after all that. I think he got the shutdown onto Chi-Chi too.
Yeah, King did pick that one up, so Blade of the Ruin King now completed for him, and he is also very strong. Ryoma's very strong. Chi-Chi really the only person that's really strong at this point. Of course, Lakai coming down, it can make the game very difficult, because how does Varus and Ahri interact with that champion? Not so well. At least for the time being. Dragon Live, Antics very strong. Should be able to pick that one up for themselves if they so choose so, I do believe.
Ultis coming up for Antics. Still no time control. Yeah, and Enso does have his ulti, so this is a risky fight to take. If you're Antics. Still a level down on King.
And so, oh, he looks for the Hex Flash into, but the double stun from that Seismic Shove, and King is so low with that. This Dragon will be going over to J-Team. They're going to click their second now.
Yeah, no hope on this Dragon now. King does have a bit of lifesteal, so should be able to heal back up and hold on to this mid wave. And 2 Dragons for J-Team. You know, you're not stressing too much about it yet, but
Zoranus getting a good trade with his ultimate there onto Lakai on the top side, but Lakai's going to be able to back, and Zoranus actually lost a lot of minions while that happened, I do believe.
Yeah, TP up for Lakai too, so not going to get too much achieved trying to shove in this wave. Does just opt to TP straight back into lane. Is going to have it back up for the next Dragon. So good timing on the TP there from Lakai. And honestly, Swiper, I was saying he doesn't get all that much done in the early game, but again, I've been proven wrong by the Oast junglers. Much better early game from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, though, going to have his work cut out for him as this game progresses. Volibear doesn't feel like the greatest Zeri counter in the world.
Yeah.
But at least the early game, he's certainly made it work and turned around what looked like a catastrophic start to the game for Antics.
Yeah, honestly, Lava will have a hard time having impact this game too.
Yeah.
Varus ult very threatening to him. He's never a threat to Ahri. So we'll see what he can do in these fights, but you're not as worried about your Lee Sin being low impact when you've got a fed Zeri.
Yeah, there's a fed Ahri and a fed Varus as well.
Yeah.
Not the easiest game all of a sudden for Chi-Chi after a 5-0 start. Really turned around on its head quite quickly. Lakai going to pick up the first tower just in time before Ryoma picks up the second down on the bot side.
Yeah, even in terms of towers, but first tower does give a little more gold. And like you said, this is going to be a very scary chase.
Yeah, just hard to interact with the champions we see from Antics.
Oh.
Remember though, finding a charm, not having to commit the ult, and
Yeah.
taking Minji down to about a third HP.
Yeah, that was without using his ult, and he's doing a lot of damage. Level 11 on the Ahri now. Minji does level up to 11 now. Antics looking to steal away this Gromp maybe, but they have to get back to defend mid.
Now Chi-Chi is going to start to be able to hit against this tower, and honestly, might even take it out. Swiper's sprinting in there.
Swiper is waiting for him to dash over the
Minji's
wall.
teleported top. Zorinus is in a world of trouble here. He's not going to be able to jump the way of Minji because of that unraveled groove, but he's going to try and find the kill. Doesn't quite. Ryoma's come in. He's got the Spirit Rush, and he's going to find one kill in return. Now he's looking for Minji, who does flash away from that Orb of Deception. Swiper, he's found his way onto Chi-Chi, but Chi-Chi, he's got the movement speed. He's got the damage. Draken's going to have to devour that Volibear, and a fantastic depth charge is going to come through and land onto 3 members, but it's turned around as Minji's going to go down. Kington to find himself a double kill in the top lane as Antics are looking strong.
Yeah, Zorinus puts Lakai down to 1 HP in the 1v2, and then Ryoma's able to clean that up with the Ahri, and a nice consume again from Draku, devour, sorry, from Draku to save Swiper on the Volibear, and another cleanly played fight from Antics. So, yeah, Zorinus is in a 1v2 here and almost just kills Lakai on his own. Nice dodge. And yeah, they don't manage to kill him cleanly enough for Ryoma to... Ryoma only showed up with 2 charges on his ulti. I wonder what happened to the first charge of his ulti. Either way, he picks up the kill on the Jace. Swiper is just beating up Chi-Chi and gets devoured to save him. And oh, Chi-Chi doesn't walk out of the Verisalt range and just gets cleaned up.
Just sits
oh,
there
and Minji too.
Oh,
oh no.
God.
Double kill for King.
Oh, an explicitive
Yeah.
was uttered.
Yeah.
I think I would be saying the same. My solo queue teammates do.
Yeah, Lakai's still a problem in this side lane, but so many members of Antics can collapse on him.
Yeah, he's almost at that true 2 item power spike. Now, I mean, there he is, 2 items. King almost being able to pick up his Terminus. Not quite, but very, very close he will be.
Yeah, 2 items on Zeri. Now, as we expected, it was such a good early game for Chi-Chi.
Yeah, kind of from 5-0 to 5-2 though. Not a fantastic trend if you are the AD carry of J Team.
Yeah, meanwhile, King got his 5-1 somehow. Ends up with a better scoreline.
Are we? No, okay. We're just looking to take the tower. They didn't know exactly where Zorinus is anyway.
Yeah,
oh, Rift Zero, they're going to trade it. This maybe you get the dragon, but this is not going to be worth it if J Team are able to. Oh no. Okay, no, he's a drifter. He's a drifter. Forklift license certainly was acquired.
Yeah, maybe gets another charge into the tier 3. Probably inconsequential.
Yeah, they're not, but there is just going to be the trade of the first dragon here for Antic, so it's all good. No worries. J-Team getting some gold onto their Jace, getting some pressure on the map.
Yeah, you're glad to pick up a dragon. You don't want to lose a tier 2 for it, but a nice macro play from J-Team. You know, the first dragon for Antic barely matters for them.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You're going to take the 700 and something gold that you get for a tier 2 over their dragon. Especially onto this Jace. Very close to this Miramana now.
Thornmail first here for Swiper.
Yeah, we've seen
AD
a variety of Volibear builds. We've seen Tank, we've seen Sundered Sky.
I think I want to say Sundered Sky looked the best, but that was also Fire was just
50 CS
80,
up at 8
80
minutes.
CS to 30 in the jungle, so...
Yeah, at 8 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, that was a...
unreasonable. It would have been criminal to go tank Volibear that game.
Guy gonna get himself another tower. That's the 3rd tower now that this Jace has picked up.
Ryoma, though, on his 2nd.
This is true. Someone's gonna have to go answer this top side, and right now it's Enso, not probably the guy you want to be doing it.
Yeah, Zorinus in Mega kind of stopping these members of J-Team from rotating, but he's letting Lakai just take another 700 gold.
Yeah, this one, I mean, it's answered back tower for tower, but this Jace is getting it all funneled into him. Now J-Team, they're just looking to stop backs, and Draku's going to stop it himself as he goes forward with the Abyssal Voyage. In the meantime, though, Lakai is just wailing away.
Cancelled his recall.
Are we able to find a cancel on this teleport? No, we're not. Zorinus is going to make it back. Lava finds a kick, though, onto Draku. Draku's going to jump away, but now he's all alone, isolated in this Baron Pit. And Chi-Chi's able to just jump over that wall. One kill found for this Zeri, who is so strong. Lava's going to continue on the chase, and teleport coming through. Lakai joining this fight, and King, Swiper, where are you going to go? This is going to be so hard to play. Weaver's wall coming out. Chain of Corruption misses, and Chi-Chi's found his way onto King. Nice flash. Swiper's going to jump out there with that Stormcaller, and he is going to get himself out, but it's not going to be the same for Ryoma, who does get taken down. Piece and Arrow does land, but it's going to be pretty inconsequential as J-Team claim 2, claim the tower, claim everything, and now Baron will follow.
Yeah, again, it's the macro that really screws over Antic. Once you saw the moment Zorinus TP'd out of the fight there, J-Team essentially know they're in a 5v4 if Jace can get away from him and get a TP off, so they just hard force the fight. No way to stop this.
Zorinus,
Baron.
okay.
He goes for the steal with the
I've
boomerang.
seen crazier things before. Zorinus, though, he's gone in 1v5. He gets stunned up. Sonic Wave does land.
Yeah, I think King should just be shoving mid here.
Okay. Looking for, I mean, they're going to get in so, but
yeah,
that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, Enso stalling so much time. Members of J-Team already resetting and getting back out onto the map.
Yeah, Enso will be dying, but that's fine.
Yeah, once Zorinus TP's here, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't even worried about this TP going through, because they immediately hard force once that TP goes through. And as soon as Jace can back off far enough to TP, yeah, here is the TP from him, and the fight is doomed now. Where does that Ryoma come from? Just unfortunately, King ult goes a little wide there. Nice by Lava to dodge it out.
So with the hook.
Yeah, just catches Ari. Very difficult champ to catch, but goes down quickly if you get her in that CC. Almost Rabadon's completed for Ryoma now. He's very ahead of his counterpart.
Absolutely is, but this Jace is now 3 items.
Yeah. Also
Zeri is very close to 3 items, as Navori seems to be the item of choice here in this one for Chi-Chi. They do have the Baron. They can start to make some progress on the map if they want to. Of course, all the side lane towers are already pretty much gone. There is only the mid inner remaining. Oh, we've got one of these Goldgraph games.
Yeah, Goldgraph taking a big swing. Just over 1k up for Antic at one point, and now 2k up for J-Team. Not the end of the world.
Minji just waiting, trying to see if he can find a
shove,
and he does find it, and he finds a massive chunk onto King with just the singular threaded volley.
Yeah, you're going to have to go up this mid tier 2 if you're Antic, and
I mean,
maybe
Weaver's
this
wall
dragon
is so
too.
scary. Meganar also just going down. Weaver's wall comes through. Charm lands onto Enso there in the back, but it's going to be Swiper, who is well out of position.
Yeah,
and he's just taken out. No worries whatsoever. Ryoma does have Spirit Rush available for himself if he does get into a sticky situation, but 4v5 now. Dragon going to be the choice for J-Team as they look to pick up their 3rd. Themselves on the soul point.
Yeah, they get to pick up a stress-free Dragon with the enemy jungler dead now. No hopes of a smite steal or any sort of contest. Swiper getting aggressive there while his team was walled off by the Talia. About 2 or 3 members of his team on the other side of that wall. Could never really follow up on the volley bear.
Terminus obviously is completed by King. He's making his way towards that Gwynsu's. A very big item breakpoint. Somehow surviving that team fight up in the top side earlier on that we saw, and keeping his shutdown away from the hands of J-Team.
Oh, I'm surprised he lived. He looked in a very tragic spot. Maybe just running away while Ryoma got focused.
Yeah, mid lane tower though, it's going to get focused down and taken pretty cleanly there from Antic, so certainly able to still find things somewhere on the map, which is always a good sign.
I think there were only 3 Void Grubs killed this game.
Yeah, they were.
Both
Chain of
on
Corruption
the
lands on the Chi-Chi. It's going to get the cleanse, so he's okay. Swiping out Stormcall at Lakai. Lands a massive shock blast, but it's going to be Enso who's taken out first. Spirit Rush still popped here from Ryoma. He's looking for Lakai. Not quite got the range on that Orb of Deception. And the carries do remain up, but Enso once again is going to pay the toll of his life. The support tax, if you will.
Yeah, nothing up for Antic to really take off of that pick, but they can just pick up some of their jungle camps and some waves.
Lava finds a Q onto King. He's going forward, flash, kick, and Lakai is going to get devoured by Draku. Draku saving King, but not when Minji arrives. Minji with the threaded volley and all this damage. Only Ryoma left in this team fight. Zorinus has respawned, but he's in the mid wave, and Ryoma is getting demolished by the damage out of Lakai.
Yeah, I think that must have been a Jace EQ, right?
Yeah.
J-Team Force in a 4v5 situation, just know that these ults being down for Antic mean that... Oh, I guess it was just 4v4, right? Because Zorinus wasn't there?
Yeah.
Still very risky from J-Team, but identifying with these ultimates down on the other side, they were always going to be winning that. And looks like an inhib now for J-Team.
Inhib tower down. Bottom lane inhib likely to follow as Enso still kind of in no man's land. This is a 3v5 if somehow Antics can find an engage, and maybe that engage is Swiper just sprinting swiftly at these three members, but Minji popping that phase rush should be able to just run on out of there at this point.
Yeah, no flash, no ulti, otherwise Chi-Chi's maybe in trouble there. So they just get caught completely off guard here, and Draku doesn't gobble him up in time, does eventually get to him, but at this point he's so low HP that all these members of J-Team can just commit onto him, and no ulti for Ryoma means he can't have that much impact in this fight and ends up going down even.
And Chi-Chi is having literally the best game he's had all split.
Yeah. Yeah, having a good time. Now with the QSS and the cleanse, this series is going to be even more difficult to kill.
I think it's almost illegal that he's building a QSS, but alas.
Yeah, I guess just making sure
he doesn't walk into a skill shot, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, they've been
it lets
finding
him play more aggressively, I guess, but still.
Yeah.
Maybe could have gone for more damage this game.
Little MR for this Ahri. Varus doing a bit of magic damage too. Those shock blasts are gonna hurt if they do land onto King.
Yeah, Lakai now 4 items. And we found our way onto Zorinus. Blast Cone, though, hits Lava back into the side of Antics. Nice ward positioning, so he's able to just jump on out. Now Baron is the attention of J-Team. Might not be so easy. There is wards there spotting the fact that they are not hitting the Baron.
Yeah, they have a reasonably fast...
Zorinus has lost almost half his HP.
Yeah, they have a reasonably fast Baron with Leandries on this Leah. Gonna be 2-man starting it now, and rest of the team zoning. And it feels like Antics might be onto them.
Yeah,
Swiper already
though,
half.
He is so low. Weaver's Wall coming through. Baron's still only at half HP. This Weaver's Wall might just go down before, and it will, but the Baron's going to be secured. Irontic, are they going to look for a fight? They do. Nice Devour to get King to safety from that depth charge, but Enso, J-Team, they are looking so powerful in this one. The Kai Pup and the Yomus. Maybe trying to look for just something onto Ryoma. It does go wide. The Shock Blast will not land, but it is the Baron now, and the Siege likely to come forward. Lakai recalling, has teleport. Bot lane has super minions pushing now into the base of Antic.
Yeah, it feels like one Jace Q lands and the fight is over. He lands it onto King, half healths him instantly, and on hit Varus, you need your HP to be able to kind of stand and deliver. So fight is immediately over at that point.
Oh, nice stun coming through. Draku has that grey health to keep himself alive, but he's going to have to slowly walk back to that fountain. Zorinus now, no Mega Gnar.
Yeah, has flash. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a chance to use this Mega at all.
They're trying to find the wave clear. Piercing Arrow finally will clear out that one minion, the cannon minion, but this tower is not long for the world. It goes down now, and this makes it a whole lot easier now for J-Team to walk up and start heading towards this inhibitor. Seismic Shaft does go wide, but Chi-Chi, he's just free hitting. Cannon minion, all that's left now though, and Chi-Chi's losing a bit of his health to that boomerang.
Yeah, another inhib for J-Team now. Their soul is up and they're a little late to rotate to it. Antic are going to be there first, I think.
Lakai going down there, and at the moment, J-Team aren't even really headed towards it at all outside of just the Lakai on the Jace.
Yeah, will definitely be mid-prio for Antic.
Although he's waiting, he didn't even recall, and I don't think Antic should be privy to this. It's kind of a weird play considering the state of the map.
I wonder
he's going to be seen now on this ward in the mid lane though, so...
Yeah, I think Antic's not recognizing they could just hit the dragon there.
Yeah, Shock Blast lands. They are in the pit. Lalba, though, he's trying to find a flank, and I mean, he's going the long route. He is going to be spotted on a ward. They do manage to get the dragon, but not after receiving a massive Shock Blast from Lakai, and Ryoma's on 1 HP. Ryoma's trying to find his way out, but Lakai will stop that really quickly in his tracks, and now only Zoranus remains, but he's against 5 members of J-Team, and J-Team, they should just be able to push down. Lakai teleporting now into that top lane. Zoranus dodging, trying to stay alive. He's trying to find a recall, but it should be too little too late as J-Team put the finishing touches on this game number 1 and put themselves up 1-0 in the series.
Wow, Lakai lands a Shock Blast onto both carries of Antic, and I mean, the fight's over before it can even really start. No hope once both your carries are half HP.